everyone's having a great day, and I hope you've had a chance to get outside. And today we're going to have a story time about Earth Day. And after I read the story, I hope you can get outside, unless you're watching this outside, which is really cool too, and get to do some exploring on your own. Kelvin and I have been hiking all day. Kelvin's with me because this is April. April is not only when Earth Day is, it's also when the North Carolina Science Festival is. And so since it's Earth Week, Kelvin decided to go hiking out in the wilderness with me. And we're just out looking around, found a stream that I've never seen before. And that's the neat thing about exploring. As long as you tell someone where you're going, you can find new things every day. So today, Kelvin wanted me to read to you about Earth Day. What do you think? I think he's ready. Today we're going to read It's Earth Day by Mercer Mayer. Now, Mercer Mayer is something your parents are even familiar with. Your parents probably read Mercer Mayer's books when they were little. So let's get reading and see what Mercer Mayer and his friends have to say about Earth Day. Today, we learned all about Earth Day in school. It's a special day, and it's when we celebrate our planet. This book is old, but Earth Day is even older. This year, 2020, is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, and that's a really big deal. It's pretty special. I'll keep reading now. We watched a movie in school about the Earth's weather and climate. Climate is how hot or cold it usually is outside. I think he meant to say weather, but this is an old book. The Earth is getting hotter and the ice at the North Pole is melting. That's where the polar bears live. Yikes! I have to help slow down the melting. Okay, Kelvin, what can we do? Dad, I asked, what can we do to stop the ice from melting? Well, let's find out, he said, and they looked it up on their computer. You can see how old this book is by seeing that computer. It turns out that the energy we use doing everyday things, like driving cars and watching TV, are making the Earth warmer. What? We have to save energy, I said. I turned off the computer and all the lights as fast as I could to save energy. Be careful, Dad, I said, because he turned out the lights while his dad was trying to walk through the room. Don't do that. The next morning, when little sister was brushing her teeth, I turned the faucet off. Saving water helps the polar bears, I said. I didn't want to take the school bus the next morning, but Mom said the bus saves energy because all the moms and dads don't have to drive their cars. Good thinking, Mom. After school, my friends and I collected cans, bottles, newspapers, and then we took them to the recycling center. We put the money we earned in a big jar to give to a Critterville charity called We Love Polar Bears. Look at all that stuff they're collecting. The next day was Earth Day. Our whole class went to the park to plant trees. Trees are good for the earth. They help suck up all the bad stuff in the air. It was hard work. Come on, guys, I said. Do it for the Earth and for the polar bears. Our teacher thought I should dig smaller holes. What do you think? That's silly little critter. We made signs that said, reduce, reuse, recycle. Then we put the signs up everywhere to remind everyone how they can help too. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Those are called the 3 R's. What are the 3 R's? Shout them out. Yeah, reduce, reuse, recycle. That night I couldn't sleep, so I went to the kitchen for a snack. Then I saw a little sign that said climate control in the refrigerator. That's it, I yelled. I know how to save the polar bears. I have to change the climate. The next morning, I got right to work. I made a list, just like Mom would do. Next, I drew up the plans just like Dad would do. Little sister helped collect everything on the list. The most important thing was ice. We needed lots of ice. What are they gonna do? Silly little critters. I put all the parts together. What is it? Mom asked. It's the climate control machine, I answered. It will cool down the earth and help the polar bears. How does it work? Asked Mom. Well, I said, the fan blows the air over the ice and makes the Earth's air cooler and keeps the ice at the North Pole from melting. And that will save the polar bears. That's his climate control machine. I don't know about this. I put a thermometer on top. I waited for the climate control machine to start working, but my ice kept melting, so I had to borrow ice from my neighbor, everyone in the neighborhood. I worked very hard all day long, but the temperature stayed the same. Finally, after it became dark, it got colder. Hooray! Yeah, he's silly. But the next morning, the temperature went back up. The climate control machine doesn't work, I said. I will never be able to save the polar bears. That's not true, said Dad. Because of what we learned, I turned off my computer at night. Little sis turns off the water when she brushes her teeth. And we all turn off the lights when we leave a room. Then Dad added, you and your friends collected bottles, cans, and newspapers. Recycled. You also planted trees to make fresh air. And that made me think. Wow, I said. We are all climate control machines. Because everything we do can help save the Earth. And don't forget the polar bears. What do you think, Kelvin? Do you like the story? Yeah? Should we get back to our Earth Week hike? Okay, we're gonna go hiking some more. So I hope you get out to celebrate Earth Day and Earth Week, and you can read books, you can explore. Don't go too far because we have to stay close to home. And make sure you're 6 feet from anyone else that's not in your family and lives with you. And we'll always remember this crazy Earth Day where everyone is stuck at home. But you can still get out and explore. Even if you can't find a big wilderness like this, you can go out in your backyard or the cracks in a sidewalk where there's some grass, or find a puddle. There's lots of places to explore, even if they're tiny little worlds. Happy Earth Day!